Alright guys, welcome back to Let's Play Quake 2. Now that we're done with all the zero-G shenanigans, we can get back to the boring level. So like I said before, this ladder up here leads back into the level itself, I believe. Or it might just lead to some stuff. Really? That's all it does? Okay. Never mind. Okay, there's gotta be another way back into the level somehow. Oh, I guess we'll just swim under, I guess. Hey, you definitely don't want that fan to be running while you're in here, because it'll kill you instantly and suck you right into it. Not in that order, of course, but... Ammo pack up here. And this leads back up into the hangar where we started. And that's essentially how we loop around like that. This room, there's going to be, what are they called? Enforcers coming at us throughout this whole hallway. And I want to be able to take them out one by one. I've seen somebody hit them with a rocket launcher, like like a sequence as they come up. And it's like a really effective strategy of getting rid of all of them at once. Hey, look, a medic. We haven't seen one of those guys in a while. Let's kill it. With the railgun at that. Okay, he died. That was a rather uneventful cameo by his part. I'm using the power armor now, by the way. I said I would demonstrate that eventually, and I'm doing it right now because I feel like I could take a break from using the Hyper Blaster and the BFG to demonstrate the power armor for a little while. And as I said before, it basically gives you a separate layer of armor over your existing armor, and it gives you essentially a shield that absorbs some of your damage, but instead of decreasing your armor, it decreases your cells that you're carrying. So using the Hyper Blaster and the power armor at the same time would be incredibly wasteful. So I'm not going to do that. So anyway, to get through that door, we need the commander's head, which means we got to go into this level and retrieve it. And this is actually kind of a nice level. It's a little bit confusing with the setup here. There's a random insane marine there wandering around, and I don't know why I blew him up with the rocket launcher, but it was fun, so we'll do it again. And then, oh god, 2 parasites. Hate these guys. There we go. Nuke their corpses. Because they deserved it. There's an Iron Maiden over here. Grenade launcher over here, so I might as well use it. And as you can see, the green bar there is... Oh god, 2 more! Thought you guys learned your lesson. But yeah, as you can see, it's taking a lot of the damage for me. But the only problem is we need a lot more cells to be able to keep up with it. So I have 45 armor and 152 cells, so I'm not going to be taking any damage anytime soon. Look at that, only took 3 health damage from that rocket. That would never happen without the power armor. So it is pretty good in some regards. Just if you want to be more defensive, because the Hyper Blaster is still very powerful, and needless to say, so is the BFG. So, but yeah, now we're in this room, which is like some kind of another pointless way of horribly killing Marines that they don't need. I mean, this would make a little bit more sense in Quake 4 when we know what when we're using the bits of people for. But right now it's just a random room where they cut Marines apart with saw blades and lasers as well, for that matter. Look at that. It's just ridiculous. More parasites in this room. I don't know if I made a Bioshock reference regarding those guys yet or not. I think I did. Then there's these guys. I think they're called Brains as well. I mean, there's 3 of them in this room. And again, more enemies we haven't seen for a while. And honestly, these guys are kind of throwaway enemies. Like, they're only in a couple parts of the game. But I like that they do throw them in there for the sake of variety. And, I mean, they're not like mini bosses or anything, but like, they're just kind of there. And they have a unique ability with their shield and everything. Of course, the grenade launcher gets around that. And then, anyway, the blue key was in that room, which is very important. Another medic out here. And he's like totally helpless against the might of the power armor. But unfortunately, the power armor has to be manually disabled. It's not just gonna run out. I mean, it'll go off when you run out of cells, but you know, why would you want to wait until then? Then you'll have no ammo for your Hyper Blaster. Yeah, you guys are not getting close to me. Okay, so now we have to go down an elevator into some more crazy rooms. This is where this part can get a little bit confusing because the upper level looks pretty similar to the lower level as well. Go die in a hole, stupid parasites. I said go die in a hole. There. Blow myself up with a grenade launcher. I don't care. I have the power armor. I am not taking any damage from that. Only problem with it is I haven't found any cells lying around to replenish it with. So if it was an area that already had a lot of cells, then this would be awesome, but it's not. So kind of out of luck there, but anyway, there's 3 more brains over here, and luckily I was able to get most of them in within the splash damage of the grenade launcher. The third one didn't exactly die in the same way, but he still died just the same. I definitely want to save right here, because right here we have to make these jumps from this ramp over to those switches to be able to activate them. And obviously that would not go very well if we missed that jump. So there we go. We apparently deactivated a force field. I don't know where these force fields were, but whatever. They must have been up ahead here to where we would not have even come up to them anyway. Another random torture device thing that I just activated there. And I know there's going to be more parasites coming over here, so I want to be prepared for them. Yeah, there they are. I know these 2 have probably killed me before. So now I'm out of armor and I'm just down to my cells. Of course, I did pick up some more, so I'll still be able to. The damage is now going to look yellow instead of green, but it's still not going to hurt very much. Yeah, kill the friggin' Marine with a railgun. I have the slugs to spare. I mean, what other game has 100 rounds for its sniper rifle type weapon? Okay, I still need to find the commander's head. This apparently loops around to the beginning of the level. Well, I think there was a room that was previously inaccessible that I can now get to. Yeah, because there's more enemies down here, so obviously there's something of relevance down here. Or it could just be the elevator being stupid. I don't know I can get back down there now. Yeah, screw it, we'll just dump. Again, I have the power armor. There we go. Random guy just falling from the ceiling, of course. Such dignity. Okay, so here's the commander's head. He's basically one of those tank guys, and apparently he's been blown apart. He has a unique design for his head, though. We pick it up, his body sort of throws a fit and like, hey, where are you taking my head? But he's clearly very incapacitated and busy being repaired, so we will never know his name, nor will we care. We will just grab his head and run for it. Because for some reason his head is the key, so I don't know, how does he make use of that on a daily basis? Does he just like take off his head and just shove it in the slot and then put it back on again, or does it have some kind of chip in it that just automatically activates the door for him? We may never know. And there's going to be enemies popping out of the floor there, but I don't even care. I'm just going to skip them and skip these Iron Maidens too and rocket jump myself out of this room. Okay, so there we go. We deactivated that door, and now we can move on to the next part of the level. More enforcers there that are going to be blown away by the rocket launcher. This one got stuck there on that ledge for some reason. I knew there's something over there and wasn't sure what it was, though. And another loading screen, yay. Like I said, I wish I could have edited these out. It probably would have cut down on time quite significantly. But I didn't want to have that jarring cut of the music. Especially because the music is just so awesome. And this room is going to be kind of annoying because there's going to be a lot of gunners and berserkers in here, so the game is just not giving up on those guys. They're just going to bring them right back right when we thought we were done with them. And done with them in the large doses that the game is giving it to us in. Oh, and more of these guys, but who really cares? Oh, the railgun will go right through their shield into the next enemy, so I was able to hit that berserker with it as well. Obviously their shield only affects them from the front, so the spread of the double barrel should be able to get past it if you aim it from the side. Yay, more cells. That means more power armor. I'm at max cells, so I can't hold any more power armor, but I'm running out of regular armor. But we're always running out of regular armor in this game. Oh yeah, Berserker comes out of like a secret wall over there. Honestly, no big deal though. More bolts we don't need. Go ahead and save. This fan should launch me upwards to the ceiling, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go for it. There we go. Okay, so apparently we shut down that turbine by coming up here. So now we don't have to come up here anymore. We can just go straight down there. Always managed to evade those berserkers despite how many close calls it may seem. Nice view of the pre-rendered backdrop there. And this submarine-esque door just takes us right back out to where we were. And we can use the lower one to... I think the lower one is where we actually... Yeah, the lower one is where we go down here. Which is the way we need to go to progress. Random conveyor belts that aren't moving. I wonder what those are for. How about a secret gunner? I am so done with those guys. I'm also done with the power armor. I thought it was an effective demonstration and it was effective for staying alive during those times, but I think I'm done with it for now. It served its purpose, but I kind of want to actually feel like I can actually die anytime soon. So back to using the Hyper Blaster and having a lot of fun with it. This part right here reminds me of the that one part in Half-Life 2, and you guys know what I'm talking about if you played it, where there's a puzzle almost exactly like that. And this is another kind of one of those random levels that just takes you through like this weird area that you're just like, this doesn't feel like a late game area at all. This just feels like some random place. Kind of like the mines, where like I didn't like the mines just because they were just kind of there and they felt very out of place. But truth be told, we are getting pretty far into this game, and this is kind of a distraction from it. I mean, we'll be moving on to more final area appropriate places pretty soon, but we gotta get through this crap first. And this will take us back up to where we were, but we don't want to go this way. Gotta reset this crap. Yeah, I just want to demonstrate that, just so you guys know how to get back up here if you need to. Yeah, we do want to go this way though. Then we gotta deal with these platforming puzzles. Oh joy. The only part is if you fall off, you have to swim in the water. You can't just jump right back up on these things. And I want to say over here, if you flip that switch, it'll deploy some ladders so you can get back up here if you need to. So that kind of acts as like a halfway point if you're really having a hard time with this puzzle. I mean, that's nice that they did that. So, and I utterly fail at that jump. So I proved my worth of explaining the efficiency of those ladders there. It's kind of hard to figure out the distance you're going to jump when you have the always run feature on this version of the game. It's like in Half-Life as well, where you can't really gauge the distance of your jump as well. But I prefer to play this with the always run on, so it's like Half-Life.